Hi there, it's Paschal here. So in this video, I'm going to be answering a question. What products can I sell? Now, this question comes from a lot of people. Now, it's kind of a thread. So they are looking to start a business online, but they don't know what they will be selling. I want to give you something that will literally change the trajectory of your life. This is what happened to me. This is not like a claim or boast, but I'm trying to get you to understand that I experienced a lot of things in my training, in my coaching, and that I went through that opened my eyes up to what possibilities we have in this world. And I just want to show you whether you're willing to walk down that path. It's not going to be an easy road, obviously, but it's something that you can only get there if God is with you. You can't get there thinking with the way we are or the way life is or something. No, you only get there if you have faith, and if you can't please God unless you have faith, and you can't embark on the journey. So this is very simple. What products can you be selling? What products did I know? I didn't know what I was going to sell when I started my online business. If you don't know me, I started when I was literally in a rough state. I wasn't speaking to my wife. I wasn't spending time with my kids. I was working. I was earning money. But if you ask me, can I get $1,000? I would say I don't have it, but I was working. So to me, these three problems was really up there in my life. So you only get to some point and you don't need any scientist or a magician to tell you that something is not working with what you're doing. So you start looking for change or something to do. If not, you live you through your entire life just being unhappy. I was not prepared to look back and regret, so I started investing in myself. So that's what got me into online marketing. It's not like I found I woke up and something just happened. I just wanted to get that first. So what products will you be selling? Now, I want you to understand this. The product is not usually the problem. You need to understand, what do business people do? What are you going to be doing as a business owner? You only have one intention. If you need a pen and paper to write this down, do one intention. That is to solve problem. You're not signing up to any training to make money. You're not signing up to any training to be there with your children. You're not signing up to any training to love your wife the more. No. You're only signing up to a training that will teach you how to solve problems. That's it. Because Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you will have everything you want. I am not the one that came up with that. He's Zig Ziglar. That's his famous quote. So what is he really saying? Let's get a look. This is what I learned in SFM training. You may be looking at this online marketing thing. What are you be selling? How much does it cost? None of that makes any sense until you understand what problem you want to solve in the world. Now, when I started, like I highlighted to you, I had these problems. I wasn't speaking to my wife. It was a problem. I needed to solve it. I wasn't spending time with my son. It was a problem. I needed to solve it. Then I was working, but I don't have money. Back then, if you tell me to borrow you 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, that was like literally like impossible. So because everything I earned went out straight to the door. Bills straight away. Everything you make, it's so that to me that was a problem. So I needed to solve that. So if you're looking for a products to sell, don't go too far and start thinking inside the blue or somewhere else. The one you have now, there's a problem you have right now in your life. How are you going to solve it? What are you going to start solving that one? I can guarantee you there are millions of people. Just have a little bit of a thinking right now. How many people do you think don't speak to their wife the way I wasn't speaking to my wife? How many men do you think are like that? Millions. How many men do you think don't spend time with their children? Millions. How many men do you think that go to work every day, every day, every day? If you ask them for money, they don't have it. Everything they earn goes through the bills. How many men do you think are like that? Millions. So that became an audience. Understand this? This is the people now you are going to solve their problem. You better start getting this right, because this is where the rubber meets the road. If you miss this and go and do something else online, God bless you with whatever you do. Trust me. You see this pool of people you just imagined in your head now? These are your customers. These are your audience. Don't look anywhere else. Now, how are you going to help them? How are you going to solve this problem for them? I've given you an audience to solve. Remember, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. I'm using myself as a yardstick. So this pool of people was my audience. I didn't know. This was my audience. So now how do I help them? If I have the same problem, I have to be a leader. I have to charge the course. I have to step into a front row to solve my own problems. Very simple. Find someone that has a solution to what you're looking for. Get them to train you. To be honest, if you begin this journey, your life will never be the same. You see all these problems you have now with your children, your wife, they will just end. Don't worry about, don't focus too much on your children or how you're going to start speaking to them. Get into a training to help you solve these problems. So let me give you an example. So when I joined SFM, they started teaching me about what? Me. That's right. Right? Don't forget, I got into just because my thinking, maybe the way you're thinking now is, if you get this training, if you jump into this training, you are going to make a whole lot of money, then all these your problems will solve. That may be how you are thinking now, but because that's how I was thinking. If I make all this money online, autopilot is coming in, then I can tell my wife and spend time. It doesn't work like that. If that's what you're thinking, you're probably watching the wrong video, because there's nothing like that. It will not work if you try it, because I tried it for 1 year. It didn't work. I had to go back and learn again. So that's why the Bible said the kingdom of God is for children, people that are willing to learn again. That's what it means. You have to, because most likely, if you're going to have this problem, you're going to be in your 50s, 40s. You're going to be, that's when you wake up, basically. Because all these problems you have now, we've been living on autopilot, so you're just waking up to seeing that this thing that you've been doing for like 20, 30, 40 years is not going to give you this thing that you think it will. So you need to probably learn something new again. And guess what? That is being born again. In my opinion, most people will not be prepared to do it. They will say, this is online training. No. Don't go too far. That is being born again. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven without you being born again. Most people think that they will be, when they die or they start praying and all this interpretations that we do have, that is confusing all of us Christians. I'm telling you now, it's very simple. You might be a pastor watching this. I'm telling you, you may have the thing upside down. If you are leading people and they are not fulfilled, there's something you need to go back and retrain yourself and show them the path that you're walking down, what you're experiencing, just like I'm doing. Because now is the same me, nothing, the same wife, the same children. Well, how come we are better off than we were 2 years ago? The thinking changed. So to be born again, you have to be willing to learn something new. Be like a child again to change whatever results that you have in your life. So if you're not prepared to do that, chances are your life is just going to end up the way it's going. And I don't pray that for you. I pray to God to give you the grace to touch your heart to, because this is going to impact not just you, your children, your generation entirely. Because if you can embark on this journey, you're literally changing the lineage. It's like you're breaking a pattern that you could have continued in your entire life. So this is very powerful if you really embark it. So SFM was teaching me about me. So I started going into the training, started understanding what they're doing, what are they selling. Basically, it wasn't down to what they were selling or what I was promoting. It was down to my communication skills, how I was speaking to my son, how I was speaking to my wife, how I was speaking to a place of work. All this changed. Why? Because I was trying to set up this thing online and sell products online, but I had this habit of not speaking to my wife and not speaking to my children, complaining. I was projecting that in my online business. It wasn't working. I had to go back again and start learning things they were teaching me. So rather than putting it out there online, I started speaking to my wife properly, speaking to my son properly, get to sit down with my son 30 minutes every day, do his homework, even though when I come back, and I'll speak to my wife, can you come back early today, please? I'll help Royce do his homework today so that when I come back, I will help you do one or two things. Don't do this. See, communication in the whole house is like you step into a leadership role, because you are now leading a pack of people. You know, when Jesus Christ was picking up all his disciples, he said, I will make you fishers of men. That's what he said. That was his message. I'll make you fishers of men. So my question to you now is, are you prepared to be fishers of men? If your answer is yes, get into the training. Start training yourself to start solving these problems. You'll be like a role model for this audience we created. And they will pay you any amount you're willing to charge them. Any amount you're willing to charge, they will pay to solve their own problem, because they need you. They need you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna start looking for? You may be wondering, what's the product? What's the product? It's you. You are the product. Don't look anywhere else. I just give you the whole product, the whole system. It's you. If you can't change your own little family, you can't do anything outside the world. Forget about it. That was when when they say, what's your purpose in life? What's your mission? What do you really want to achieve with your life? Do you think you will get fulfillment from helping this audience of people we just created? By fixing your own marriage, by saying I'm sorry to your wife again, by spending time with your children, creating time, starting a business that will give you the time to do all these things. Then teach this audience how to do it. What do you think kind of legacy would you leave? Now, but if you keep doing what you're doing now, what kind of legacy would you leave? You see, there's always two sides to the coin. You're always going to make a decision at every point in your life, but it's the one you choose at every point. I always say making a decision is a skill. Successful people do it fast. They change them very slowly. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Unsuccessful people will take very long forever to make this decision. You know why? They don't believe it. They have doubts. Where is that coming? It's taken away. But you know why you're going to be successful? Just ask yourself, this is my family. I'm going to be a role model. And any decision I'm making from now henceforth is to bring this family together. And I'll show this audience how to do it, because I am called to be fishers of men. See all these people, you will see how your life, I don't even want to go there. Your life, you are destined to be great. You just need to step into that role. You're not going to get there with this sort of attitude, skepticism, fear, doubt, worry. You never get there. You have to go by faith and believe that God will give you all the tools that you need to solve this problem for these people. You are the product. Stop looking elsewhere, Governor. Stop looking elsewhere. You are the product. You are the best. You are designed for greatness. If you really, 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 really want to live a powerful life, meaningful life, you have to step into that role. It's not for everybody. Most people will shy away from it. Most people will come up with excuses. Why it's not, why it's not. But you know deep down inside whether your family really means a lot to you. Go for it. My name is Paschal Nwanaji. If you're looking, this is what they teach me in online marketing. There's nothing else they teach. Maybe you're expecting to see a different me. You're not going to see anything. They teach me how to spend time with my children, how to set business online, how to generate income, and I'm doing it every day, and I'm showing people how to do it. That's it. It's not complicated. Some people might call it pyramid scheme, but Jesus Christ said it's a fishers of men. Some people might call it a scam. Your money will disappear. They never turned up for a webinar, for a training. Some people think it's a get-rich-quick scheme. They never really, really put in the time to get it to work. Why? It's choice. At every point they were making, you need to be conscious of your decisions. You always have your audience in mind. But this audience may be too far from you now. Narrow it down to your family. What are you going to do to bring that family, to create a system that will alleviate poverty in your lineage? Are you prepared to be the first man? Then it's like a marathon. You run. You don't know whether you're going to get there, but you set the tone. As you get towards the end of your life, you're dying fulfilled, knowing that you're leaving your generation in a better hands. Then you hand baton over to your next successor, your son, your daughter, because you've led by example. You'll be much better in life. Forget about Ferrari and whatever product that you're thinking of saying now. Ideas will come to you. God will provide you a solution. Everything you need, just like Abraham, father of faith. In the Bible, he nearly sacrificed his only son. But at that moment, there was a lamb presented. I'll make you father. How can you make him a father of many nations and take away the only offspring he has? His first son, Isaac. Or Ishmael, I don't know. But how could that happen? No. At every point you would get into your journey, whatever you need to overcome that will be presented to you at the right time. Most people will start businesses online. They say they don't have money. No, the money, if they give you that money now, you may blow it. You may blow it on something else. That's what they want you to go through a training and understand a few things. When it comes to like when you need to spend more money, so money will come. Don't worry how it will. Don't worry about how the money will show up. In my opinion, it normally does. So that's my share for you today. I hope my battery is going down. So I hope this video finds you well, and obviously if you like what you heard, anything that you want to share, put it in the comments down below. And if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you're looking to start a business online, then because you don't even know where to start, no idea, there'll be links around the video to put in an application and join us, or go through the free video series. Apart from that, it's another video from Paschal, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.